Headphones. I need a new
I got something to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
You think you got something to talk about? Because, man, I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
I don't know what we're about to talk about. We had a couple ideas, but, you know, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
My headphones are shit. I need a new pair.
And with that, welcome back to episode 2 of the Toilet Talk Podcast, season 2. We are so back. In the tub, we've got Tyler Ritchie.
What's going on, guys?
And Ben Keaton.
Guys, I'm in the tub with Tyler for the first time.
In the vanity chair, we have AJ Neihart.
Ladies, call me. I'm single.
Calling himself. And I am your host on the toilet today, Jonah McKnight.
Mr. Host, can you please turn your gain down a little bit? You're kind of clipping a little bit.
My God.
There.
Am I better?
All right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Now that we're sorted.
What you want to talk about?
Guys, we're going bankrupt. I made the same joke last week.
I got a thought.
I'm going to real quick apologize to the audio listeners. Well, I guess all the listeners, because I confused who did the toilet time last week, because it was supposed to be me, but we did the stingers and your little film thing.
Yeah.
And we were also releasing the season 2 trailer.
Uh-huh.
So there was a lot going on last week when we were recording. So we totally forgot to do the toilet time. And then I was like, well, I guess AJ was supposed to do it. So in the toilet time, I was like, well, since AJ's not doing it, I'll do it. Forgetting that I was the one supposed to fucking do it.
So you just got called out in public for no
that's
reason.
Yeah,
crazy.
I said because so
You.
we all forgot it. It's not like it was just me.
We honestly
It
did
was-
because
yeah.
we just did what we usually do was, all right, here's this section, take a little break, go right back into it, and we just flew right through.
Yeah,
didn't
because
realize it.
I guess we never really talk about like the workflow of the podcast, but
Yeah.
we don't record the toilet time. I mean, I think we've done like once or twice, but it's very rare that like we record the toilet time actually during the bathroom break, because once again, we actually are sitting in a bathroom recording this. And
So we step out to like
it gets
get
very-
air and
it gets
chill.
very hot.
Yeah.
here.
You know, I
That-
do the thing.
Oh, the thing.
So yeah, we
See?
are actually in a bathroom. Jonah is actually sitting on his toilet.
Yes,
So
I am.
Yeah, and for those that wonder where the toilet sample came from, it was this toilet
It's
right
this
here.
toilet
it
right
was
here.
Jonah's.
Yeah, and I don't know why or how, but the sound effect, the sample we did has like a and then it goes. And it's so good. I don't include it in
Is
on
it
the
from the lever, like the
No.
lever?
No,
I
I
think
think
it was
I
one
think
of
it was
us.
us just going go. You know what I mean? It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like an exhale.
Well, also like it's not in anybody's mouth either or anybody's face either, because I remember I angled my stand down and literally like squatted here
You
over
put
the
it
toilet.
in like your crotch, basically.
I did.
Pretty much.
I did.
Yeah, because it was interesting because that little breath, I include it on all the videos. Anything with the videos that we flash up the logo real quick, it always has that little breath in it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you guys go and watch the Total Talk Season 2 trailer out on YouTube at Last Car Productions,
I haven't watched it yet.
The Wrong Case.
The wrong
It's
names.
Pretty good.
Should we watch
It's-
it?
Oh, we can't watch it right now.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to put it on the YouTube video.
Well, if you could, just screen record your phone. Just screen
AJ
record
did
your
not
phone
tighten
screen.
his,
No,
Did you do that?
I loosened it just enough and it went
Oh.
whoop. But I didn't tighten it hard enough. It was just I knocked it. Oopsie.
Oh, hold on. I did the pre-crack. Oh, it's a little echoey. Not quite. Oh, that was good. Turn him up just a
I think
smidge.
I
Okay.
think Tyler's was the best. So
All right,
do we want to do the video first?
I think,
no.
I think we do the video.
Okay, we'll do the video
Yeah, 'cause
first.
we're
'Cause
already on that
I have a
topic.
thing on the topic of technology.
Ooh, interesting.
yeah, so we did.
It's not what you think. Not some cool thing like, oh, look what this tech can do. It's
No.
just a thought.
It still can be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you like screen record your phone and like
Yeah,
capture?
I
Okay,
can.
cool.
Record
Ooh.
the screen.
I don't know. I'm not poor,
Record.
so I have an Apple. Just joking. I'm sorry. I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
But this guy hates Mac apparently, but he
Yeah.
has an Apple iPhone.
You
It's
notice how I
different, yeah.
didn't react at all?
Yeah, no.
Because,
I
it's
don't
because
care.
he's had enough jokes of it. To where
Some
he's
people
just like,
actually
"Eh."
take it like very offended. Okay, at least you don't have a Motorola.
I was
No
thinking
Kia.
for my next phone. I'm thinking about genuinely getting a Motorola though.
They're built like a freaking fracking brick.
It's like
Freaking fracking
as close
brick.
to a Nokia as you could get today.
It really is. I mean, dude, my grandma had one for a long time, and she literally dropped like 4 of them in a puddle. Okay, no,
Puddle? That's crazy.
She had a Motorola, and she dropped that son of a bitch in like 4 puddles. It was fine. She got like an S9, I think, S9, S10. Dropped it in like a drop hit it and like it just broke. I don't know. I think something was wrong with it.
S9, S10 back then.
I think it was something was just wrong with the phone. But now she has an iPhone, so I can actually help her fix her problems because I know all the settings and where shit's at.
Instead of just scrolling through everything trying to.
It's not that it's inherently like so complicated or like so easy. It's just that it's a different OS. You know what I mean?
It's different.
So I mean that's what I like about. And that's the weird thing because like it's an Android OS, but like each phone's obviously different and like the setting menu is obviously different.
Every manufacturer skins Android their own way. Google has their like the Pixel skin of Android. Samsung has the Samsung skin. Not Yahweh.
Every other brand, Motorola has a different one.
Yahweh's
Chinese
the
one.
Lord.
Yeah. Huawei.
Right. Video.
Okay, so wrong case. Toilet Talk Season 2 trailer.
Yeah, and we're putting the visual up. We're recording it so we can do it real time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of my headphones off. You guys like the subtle music in the background?
I do.
It took me a long time to
Sorry
find
for our
like
audio
music.
listeners that can't actually see what we're seeing.
You should go to YouTube.
Yeah, go to our YouTube. It's linked down below at NASCAR Productions. I like the little
that. You should play the one I wanted to
Mr.
use.
Nyhart? Come on back with me. We're ready for you.
And I like that we were all 4 in it too.
Yeah.
Really.
So
Yeah,
how
no,
long have
we
you
kept
been
this.
in sales?
It's scuffed, but it's good.
Back to our pre-NASCAR
Back to our
Productions
roots.
name,
Scuff Productions.
Yeah, our
Scuff
name used to be
Productions.
Scuff Productions before we came up
Yeah,
with a.
I think
actual
he is
professional
all ready
name.
for you. So, are you ready?
I called you Mr. Boss Man in this film.
Yeah,
that
no.
was
Yes.
your
All right,
character's
good luck.
I
name.
kept it in.
He's all ready for you.
I had to frame this because we had the boom in this shot.
Yeah. I like this shot because we had the boom inside the room and we closed it so you could still.
Brand the XLR out through the door.
Yeah. I didn't include the funny blooper in the office though.
Oh, bummer.
What
I will
blooper
say
was it?
it was
Yeah, of course.
it was the
AJ,
one with the
right?
cat picture.
Is this you?
And
How long you been in
he
sales?
also spiked the camera in that take, I think.
And
Like
where
looked back
did
at
you
the
work
camera.
before this?
But he's
Oh no,
playing
I
the-
did. I'm gonna do it right here in a
playing
minute.
the dinosaur
Did
game.
you like your job there?
I forgot.
You in this shot you kept like going up and down. So
Because I was trying to be like not just like static the whole time, but like I was trying to like
Yeah.
not fuck
What?
up your focus.
What I should have done is I should have raised the camera a little
so-
higher so your shoulder didn't block your computer as much.
Because he fails the dinosaur game.
I tried to
having a hard time
die
pulling
4
up
times.
your,
I was just so damn
Resume.
good.
Do you happen to have it?
I know. When I was shooting, I was like,
Dude,
perfect.
I pause it real quick. Pause it for just a second. I wish I could have found a good cut with the Jason Bourne resume. So I took it out, but we pulled up like fake resumes, and one of them was Jason Bourne. And I kind of
making AJ Jason
Canonically, I'm Jason Bourne.
Film.
yeah, and he's also a cat apparently, canonically.
Yeah.
It's in there. It's in the lore.
You can't really.
No, don't
see,
say that. I'm not a furry. Relax.
You can't really see
Hey,
his
man.
computer. So what I should have done was raise the camera up and, shoot
And tilted
forward.
it down.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, we filmed
But-
this. We budgeted probably around 4 hours, and we actually gave ourselves probably only 2.
Yeah.
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 Like a half an hour of that was just, damn, where the hell are we actually gonna film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had no script. We were pure improving this.
Also, we were shooting 3 things that day.
We filmed a lot that day.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So we
yeah.
were already. Was that our first? That was our last thing, right?
No, that was the
Was
very
that our
first
first
thing that we
thing?
did.
Technically, it was the second.
It was the second.
Oh
because
yeah,
we
second
filmed-
thing. Yes, yes.
We'll
we
get
did
into
the-
that. We'll get into
We
that in
did
a
the
minute.
interview first.
Let's finish this real quick.
Finish watching
Yeah.
this.
But the intercuts actually worked in my favor because there was a lot of moments where it was like, damn, this does not. That is the.
Wait, when did you shoot this shot?
When you left.
This is the that's
got
the
the case.
receiver preset for
I got the case.
EQ.
Yes. This is.
No,
we shot
everything
this,
is fine.
The,
It was
after
smooth.
our
Nobody
very
saw
last
me.
thing.
Okay.
Shout out to the guy.
Yeah, we're about to see the guy. No, you
Yeah, he
need to
walked
trust
past
me.
like 3
I had the
times
case the
while we were
entire
filming
time.
the
It
whole
was in my
thing.
sight. But then he realized that we were
Entire time.
filming, so he ducked off
I
to
know
the
what I'm
side.
doing.
There's a dude.
Fucking legend.
It's
You can
because
see
I'm
him.
late.
he saw
You
me.
just moved
He probably saw
the
me and
meeting
Tyler
location.
walking backwards.
You
with
told me 2
a
minutes ago.
Big
Where's the
camera
meeting
and a boom mic, and he
How
was
was I
like,
supposed to know?
I don't
And
know.
so he ducked off to the side, right
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm on my
you
way
see
now.
him for like a few
Okay,
seconds.
fine.
there.
Which I think, shout out to
If
him.
you listen very closely, you can hear the cool. Thanks, man.
Cool, thanks, man.
You can hear the cool, and I had to cut it out.
You can tell he was a fellow media major.
Oh, I forgot.
We
I thought-
filmed. We filmed like 5 minutes of him standing in front of the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got-
I was going up and down in the elevator for a while.
We
We
got
were.
so many shots.
Just
of
that
him.
transition though between the L and J cuts come in so in handy in like really shitty quick recordings. Okay, if you can you back it up right before you go in the elevator?
Yeah.
Because dude, I had to put a sound effect in there. Listen closely. That is not natural. That elevator door open is a sound effect.
Oh,
I
dang.
recorded it in there so smoothly.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
elevator is pretty quiet.
Yeah, they don't really make noise.
You can hear it
Everything
slowly
it
on
makes is like a
when you
ding.
exit because technically the door opened. We started filming this elevator scene when the door was already open.
Oh, we
so
should
we,
have.
we got it closing and we got it opening.
Mhm.
I doubled it up there so it actually got like the dramatic
You know what we
effect.
should have did? We should have used the Burkhart elevator. That has a loud ding.
Oh,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have been cool.
And we
Yeah.
could have gotten
If,
stuck.
if we had a locations manager,
Listen.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it. Wait, go back.
If you,
It's the toilet flush.
Yeah.
I want to try to hear the. So go back just like a second.
Hang on, I gotta.
pull the video back up.
Oh, you already closed it.
It,
You don't have to worry
It
about
closed
it.
itself, actually.
You don't have to worry about it.
That's okay. Because I'm gonna
We can do it.
pull
in
it up so we
post.
can watch the. All right, so. But in the yeah, we'll show you later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What
We'll
the-
get to that.
We'll play the sound effect for you.
you'll hear it
You
at the end of
heard
this
it.
video.
If we
I
actually.
heard it actually at the beginning of this YouTube video.
If Tyler puts it on there.
No, if I put it on
If Jonah
there,
puts it on there.
because it's the transition from the video intro into the
Oh,
Do I
yeah.
need to give you that sample? Oh, I think it's already.
no,
up
it's
there.
on Google
Yeah.
Drive.
For
I forgot about that.
for our
Give it
just
to me.
for our just audio listeners,
Sometimes I do have to listen back to the podcast and be like, damn, how do I edit?
Sometimes
Go-
my genius, it's almost frightening.
something we're doing on our YouTube now is putting video intros of whoever's bathroom we're in. So please go ahead and go over there.
Yeah,
and
you
check
would
it
have
out.
already seen it if you watched
Yeah.
Episode
Episode
one
one.
of season 2 of the Toy Talk podcast.
Oh,
And
what a plug.
while you're over there on our YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe.
Wow.
Yeah, dude,
Fire.
our social
sound
media,
professional.
our social media following blew up like recently for no
Really?
reason. Like, dude, we were getting well, there's one major factor of it. It's
Da Superfan Network.
Superfan Network.
I gotta teach you guys how to do it in like the Chicago style, how they do it on
way.
SNL.
Oh,
not it makes it
Da
it
Superfan
makes it
Network.
even more. I can't say
Oh,
that
yeah.
word when it canceled. It starts with an R and ends in etard. Makes me sound more special.
actually, let's watch that intro video next.
No, go
Dude,
to,
I have that
go
one. I
to
have
the
not
one.
watched.
You haven't watched that yet?
Go to the one where AJ just whipped his phone out like in the bathroom and it started recording.
Hey guys, it's AJ from the
No. That's not a
With the reel
bathroom.
today?
That's the little nook that's outside Studio C because no one was in Studio C that day.
Pull your mic
Brother.
in your face a little bit.
So no one was in Studio C that day. So I was like, oh, I can go right here and film, like, record this reel right here.
Is it
because-
just me or you guys also mix up Studio C and D all the time?
No.
No.
Dude, I just mix up like I know which one they are in my head. It's just like damn.
C is LED, D is
Mhm.
just the curtains.
No, but like there's, I don't know.
But
how
then
to-
what's
it's-
like the even smaller one?
E.
E.
Okay.
There's a green screen psych and white walls and no sound treatment.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but there was no one in Studio C because the door was closed. So I was like, well, and then nobody comes down here. So I'm going to go and tuck into like this little nook that's right outside the Studio C door and just record myself doing a reel. Because I'm like, yeah, the video comes out now on noon. I recorded it on Tuesday and I was like, I don't want to try to get this all done on like Tuesday or whatever. We're good. Nope.
Sorry guys, one day we'll have enough budget to all get new preamps. Jonah got a new preamp.
Yeah,
though.
I
Jonah
did.
did.
We talked about that last week.
So,
I love it.
Which one
I'm
was it?
One day I'll buy one. So
I'm trying to figure it out. Every time I look over at it, it stops.
It stops.
All right,
so
so
keep looking at it.
next thing we're gonna watch is the Welcome to Da Superfan Network video.
Do you want to do the? Oh wait, hang on. I think the intro's at the end of it.
No, it's
The
a
video intro. No, the video
this?
thing.
I
No,
think
no, no, not that. The
No.
the thing that's at the always at the beginning of every video that I
Oh,
make.
the
Yeah, the music.
What was the thing I told you, AJ?
It's just this because I want to
Pro recorded a promotional in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. I'm like, no, that's the little nook outside of Studio C, and he's like.
I want to talk about shooting the screen.
Oh,
Or the
hello.
split screen.
My name is AJ Nair from Last Card Productions,
So
and
I'll say this.
welcome to my
You did
YouTube
good.
channel. Now,
Um,
I really like
Just
sports.
slowly
like,
pan out of the
a
screen.
lot, as you can
Or
tell.
the crop.
Shout
It's
out
the
to
crop.
the shout out to the
I'm a very
DP.
big Chicago sports
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, he could have
I
framed
love the
He could
city
have
of
framed
Chicago
it.
as
Shout out
well.
to the
I
guy
love
that wasn't
culture.
there,
I
though.
love the
He
food,
could've-
the
if you
film.
follow me
I
on
could've put
Instagram,
food
I
for
use the-
hours.
the-
Italian
I
beef,
know, dude. That's a
Italian
Oh.
style
shame.
pizza, deep dish. Like
nice.
I could
No,
live
the
off
DP could have
food
used a
in
better
Chicago
job framing
alone.
and lighting that green screen.
Well, the talent on
to
screen
die
could have
for.
stood more in. The
I also
center
love
than blue
talking
screen.
about sports.
Hey.
So-
However, as you can tell,
here's why I wanted to bring
I
this
don't-
up is because over the break,
Oh
AJ
gosh.
texts me and is like, dude, how do you do this? And it's
I
like
have no idea.
I
really
actually
just
don't,
on
I
how to
actually don't
film
know
it.
how to either.
I've never like.
And so
recorded a
I
green screen.
made him a
Yes.
how-to video.
Which
Hang
shake
on.
my hand. Shake my hand. I appreciate you doing
You're
that.
doing-
This guy took the time to screen record on
I
and walk
and
me
record
through it on
with my
the
new
video.
You
mic.
didn't just send him a YouTube video.
No, he
No,
made
I
a
made
YouTube
one
video. He
for this
made
specific
one
shot.
for me
Damn.
specifically.
I only know how to key because of. All right. All right. Those that
Is
know,
it
those who know.
Loaf.
That's a 10 out of 10. Loaf.
It's
It's a loaf check, guy, everybody.
Hold on, let,
Jonah.
let me get into it real quick. All right. You know what time it is. All right, man. It's time for that loaf check. All right, here we go.
Okie dokie.
There we go.
Jonah, you should go
Here is
ahead and
a
post this
super
video
fast
on our
tutorial
YouTube.
on making blue screen footage.
Look at that.
for,
Should Last Code Productions
AJ.
start making
This is a tutorial for
tutorial.
Minecraft.
tutorials?
Edit
Alright,
videos.
so I've imported my footage onto the timeline, and then I also
So I
He
explained to
walked
him-
me through the entire
I walked
thing.
him through. It's 4 minutes and 26 seconds. It's
Did you record the audio and video at the same time?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, that's ballsy. A lot of those tutorials, you can tell their audio is recorded second because they don't know how to narrate a fucking tutorial video.
No, I was just I
Or they
had
have to
just
practice their
gotten
English.
I had just gotten my new interface. I had just gotten my new preamp. I had just gotten my new mic arm.
So
And I
you
had
had the
my
whole shebang.
and I had my mic
Damn.
home with me.
You know what I did after I got my Christmas presents? I went home and cleaned my guns because that's what most of my presents were for from my dad.
Let's go.
So that
Hold on.
was the thing that I made. That's why I wanted to bring up the Superfan Network.
Yeah. Ditch. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm gonna let's see.
You know,
How
but
is
if you
the
want to know your
viewership?
latest sports news and updates, especially about the Chicago sports, you can go check
Yes.
that out on
Da Superfan Network.
Da Superfan Network.
You can find me on YouTube, and then I can give you. The reels are more for like, hey, here's an update that this video is coming out.
dude.
now.
The one after the Hawks and the Bears won the other night was fucking crazy.
Oh, the me walking.
what
in.
just happened?
What just happened?
Oh my god, dude, that was I saw that and I was like, damn. Aubrey was sleeping on my lap, so I was like, damn, man, he could.
Dude, no, that's just.
I wanted
me
to send it
acting.
to you and react to it, but my Instagram locked at that moment. So I
Damn,
couldn't.
rats. Let's see. That video and the Blues versus Blackhawks pregame on January 7th are tied for the most views at 19.
That's
We're
crazy.
we're doing numbers. Let's go.
You want to know something that's makes me super happy? That we're actually low-key doing numbers on this Welcome to Last Card Productions sit-down interview.
Yeah.
49 views.
Let's
Oh yes,
go.
I will say, for those that are browsing the Last Card Productions Instagram and Facebook, because of DSN is a show by Last Card Productions. Of course, we also collaborate with AJ on the reels. So of course they go to both pages.
Yeah.
So we pinned. We're gonna start pinning all the important stuff on the Facebook and Instagram pages because that way you guys can find them easier. Because that way you don't have to scroll through a feed of DSN
Of just
or
AJ with a
DSAN.
Blackhawks
Sorry,
hat.
DSAN.
DASN.
Dasen.
DASN.
Dasen.
DASN.
That's what I started abbreviating.
Yeah.
it as.
All right.
We can jump into
Ladies and
showing a
gentlemen,
little bit of this.
Welcome to the professional
Welcome.
introduction of Last Card Production.
Well, the one thing I hate is that I was looking at these
Dude, those
dual
graphics,
camera.
I forgot how good they were.
You should.
I'm Tyler
Also, the way Jonah edited
I'm Jonah
this,
McKnight.
when he explained it to me the other night, it was
So professional,
really
huh?
cool. He like
Last Card
multi-camera
Productions is
this.
a free.
So,
So because we were rolling 3 cameras on this welcome video, I 3. He counted up to 5 there for a second on his fingers.
It's been a day, bro.
And so what I did is, since we actually slated it, what are you doing?
No.
I
He pulled out his wallet. I was,
No,
I was taking
no.
tips.
Since we actually did a slate, we had a good audio sync,
Let me
so
pull
I
up my
could just
iPad real quick.
I would
What's your
go in and I
percentage?
would say, line up here for your audio sync. And then what I did is I set it all to the wide shot as I cut the rough cut down.
I see.
And then after I had the rough cut and the actual content in there that I wanted, I literally had a 3 box of cam 1, cam 2, cam 3. And I would just click cam 1, cam 2,
big.
cam 1, cam 3 whenever I wanted to cut. It was great.
Mhm. That's how a lot of people do like the multicam podcast.
Mhm.
Like for instance, there's just like where you can keybind it to like 1, 2, 3 on your numpad and go boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
It's really neat.
I just did it with my mouse when I did it, but yeah, that was a fun video to edit. I had a screenshot I sent you guys a picture at one point of all of like the markers and flags
Oh my gosh.
on the top of the
Yeah.
timeline
Yeah.
because I marked every time I thought about possibly cutting a section, every time I wanted a graphic, every time I needed to adjust the audio.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It
I'm trying to remember it. Like Tyler said, it's been a day.
has been a day. It's been a while.
Is that in our kitchen?
I don't know.
What? The newest reel?
I like to make sure your
Yes, the-
reels get collaborated on. So every time
Yes.
I see a notification, I try to get it.
The
But
newest,
I only have
the
like 2
newest
minutes
reel
left
is
on
in the
Instagram
kitchen.
and Facebook, so I gotta be careful.
You guys get to see a little bit of our kitchen if you go to DASN.
Or if you go to lastcardproductions.com, you can see a lot of their apartment and the haunting and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lastcardproductions.com. I am
It's a
proud
work
of
in
that website.
progress.
It's a work in progress, but I am proud of what it is.
Guys, go to our members and look at Jonah's picture right now.
Please.
Well, especially if you're driving.
Just
Go
go.
set your cruise control to 90 miles per hour and pull up
Don't
a website.
do not
Just-
use your phone while
just
you're
do
driving.
not
We
text
have
and
to
drive.
say
unless
this.
Just
you're
scroll
fucking
through.
built different.
Scroll through the members.
stop.
You will see like these professional-ish photos.
And I
Dude.
don't know what
And then there's Jonah.
It's almost like we took a good picture of Jonah and he decided to use
We
that.
took
one.
a
There
lot
weren't
of-
Yeah.
good. There weren't good for that specific context.
Whatever,
Right.
whatever.
Bro, I went through it 4 times.
Congratulations. That's not on my LinkedIn profile picture.
That's
That's a
crazy.
good picture of you.
Yeah, it's almost like we dedicated a whole few hours to, taking photos.
Bro, I don't want to talk about it. It took like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's half an hour.
Hey, you don't.
Granted,
you're not
we
supposed to
spent
tell them
15
that.
minutes in that staircase. Like, legitimately, we spent a lot of
The
time. in that
staircase was a
staircase.
good.
We should get a staircase photo where each one of us is on a different staircase and we're just looking cool as like ever, like sitting on it. That'd be kind of
Oh,
hard.
we do that, but we bring the buckets. So we recreate.
Yes!
Remember the original bucket,
Yes.
like gangster photo that as we kind of call it, where we're just like vibing in the garage.
Sorry,
On,
I have to be
Yes.
very careful.
yeah, I see
I'm
that.
putting a lot of trust
What are
in
you
my life
doing?
right now. It's over on my laptop.
It's
So I don't know.
Fair.
panicking me a lot.
All right.
I'm watching it. You think I'm gonna spill my beer?
Yes.
I mean, we don't drink on this set.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Don't tell the AD.
He doesn't know.
Jokes on you, Jonah's the AD.
I'm the AD.
Anyway.
Director.
Uh,
I'm the producer.
I have
on this
a
show.
thought.
Or no,
Yeah,
I'm not the
no,
producer
no.
on the show.
Guys, AJ had a thought.
I have
Oh
a
my
thought.
god.
So on the topic of technology, I'm kind of segueing into something else.
Okay. He's a professional. Give him a round of
He
applause.
had a question.
All right. So
What's up?
Sorry, I saw the opportunity. I had to take it.
I was at Bible study yesterday. on
congratulations.
Wednesday. Shut up. Okay, and we were on like the topic of like technology and stuff. What decade
No, no.
could you, for a week, replace all of your tech you have now with that decade's tech?
2010s.
Okay. I'm sorry. Repeat the question. I wasn't paying attention.
So you have to get
2020s.
Okay, so are you assisting like that?
You
I'm
give-
swapping
the
like
20s.
You're
my current day, whatever I have here, for like
I
put me in 14. Oh no, I can't give you that
Yeah.
guy's answers. That's a Kahoot answer. I'm sorry.
no. So
What was
I
it?
can't give you that.
We're
No,
playing
like-
Kahoot later tonight.
yeah.
Put
But
me
no-
in one. That's another Kahoot answer.
So no, like you can't have your
Put me somewhere
iPhone or whatever like touch phone. You can't have your laptop. You can't have all the like my watch when it count. You can't have all the necessities of what is like technology.
Dude,
today.
give me
You
a
have to
fire
choose
and a rock.
Tekken.
I'll be a fucking caveman for a week. I don't
Well,
know
okay.
shit.
No, are we trying to live our normal lives, or are we
Yeah.
just trying to live?
Normal lives, if not just live. Live.
What year
Just
did the
live.
FX3s and FX30s, FX6s? What year did all those come out?
2021.
Oh, damn it. 2020s.
No, not you. Meaning that you can't have like a cell
Probably the 10s.
No.
10.
2010s.
Okay,
Like-
I think this is
Dude, drop me right in the middle of 1973. I'll thrive, bro.
Dude, I
I'll
said I
thrive.
would say the 80s. Just like I'm
Put-
on board. Give me a VHS and a TV. I'll watch movies all
Put
day.
me in 1776.
You think you would,
Thrive.
you would
Bro,
survive?
thrive.
You
Bro's
would
gonna
survive
remake
in-
Hamilton.
You're gonna survive in 1776
Oh,
with
yeah.
that technology.
Oh, dude.
So
Okay,
so
no.
That's
so,
the greatest
So
year.
you
The
see
greatest
that,
in
year.
history.
So if
the
you
formation of the greatest nation on earth.
So you're saying that if you were to have to spend a week with that technology, you're riding a horse to
Hell
class.
yeah. How cool do you think I would be if I pulled up on a horse to Sonny Wiggler's class?
You know what?
That would go kind of hard.
You know what? I know where. Put me in the peak of 1969, because you know why.
Yeah.
in the trees. when did we leave Vietnam?
Oh, if you want to get into when Vietnam was the
When we left Vietnam.
Oh boy.
73 or 74.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 74.
I was
But
trying
no.
to, because it wasn't 75 when the war actually ended.
Yeah, no.
No, there was technically no peace
Put
treaty
me in
signed.
1776.
This actually wasn't written until much later. I'm sorry for historical
18,
inaccuracy.
1828, I believe,
Somewhere around there.
is when it was widely adopted as the
You
national.
know, I'm pretty sure we can't get copyrighted for that, so I would turn that off.
This song
Turn it off,
is-
Ben.
Well, it depends on the specific recording. Like the song itself is in fair use.
My favorite part is the part that goes boom.
So you would say like the 60s,
Dude,
70s.
honestly, I feel like I
Give me a
could.
musket.
record player,
Dude.
rotary phone.
Dude, dead ass. I love a rotary phone. I want to
would-
get. I want to get a landline. Have you seen
dude,
those?
I want a
Ha-
landline.
No, not like an actual landline. I want to get like a landline phone, but like hook it up to like a receiver that can take Bluetooth phone calls. From
Oh,
my
I've
phone.
seen
Ooh,
those.
I've never seen this. You'll have to
I've
show
seen
me.
videos of
Because,
that.
It's
dude,
not, it's
like,
not a
really
rotary,
cool.
It's one of the like button ones, like one of the chunky ones that was really popular in the 90s.
Oh no, I'd get a rotary. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm talking about.
No.
I have used an actual. Okay, I actually have used a real rotary phone to make a phone call.
Me too.
It's neat. It's
Mm.
a
It
neat
is.
it's an experience.
It's a neat
I
experience.
don't know if I've
Oh,
ever,
by the way,
used one
yeah.
too.
So it's the technology.
Yeah, give me a
so-
musket and a horse and I'll thrive.
Nothing like messing up your phone call and going, damn it.
Slamming it down. No, we need. I think
What
we
would-
need the feeling of slamming a phone receiver down. Which
Yeah.
you don't get with
Imagine
touch
you're like
screens.
in an argument with your girlfriend and she's like, I'm gonna break up. You go,
Nothing.
and then she goes, she has to like, if she wants
Fine
to cut
by
it back, she
me.
has to go,
Dude, nothing's
Hey,
worse.
don't you hang up on me again.
Can we agree? I know like we have this problem. It's like when you guys go in your contacts, right? Like to
Mhm.
like call someone.
Yeah.
When you hang up, like you and like let's say they hang up before you do,
Mhm.
and you accidentally click another person.
Oh,
my gosh.
Yeah.
That is the worst feeling. So you're trying to like dramatically hang up, and then you accidentally call your fucking grandpa, and it's like, damn it.
Did you mean to call me?
Hey, Dale.
Yeah, Grandpa.
No, I just get to talk
did.
to his ass for 5 minutes and then I hang up.
So I'd say the 80s. This guy apparently was
1776.
76. You're like the 60s and 70s. What would you say, Jonah? Where would you like
What,
technology?
to do my normal everyday life
Yeah,
as far back
for
as
a
I can,
week, for just
for
a week,
whole week,
for
as
just
far
a
back as
whole
I
week.
can go, early 2000s.
early 2000s. So flip
Because-
phone or phone that has the.
Oh, hold on. Let me
I
get
have-
off the last card Instagram before I look this up.
I have a very specific reason why I'm not
Yeah.
going that far back is because this kind of question pisses me off. This reminds me of like when people are like, "Oh, I was born in the wrong decade." Yeah. No, you fucking weren't.
Dude, I'm
you can
literally-
wear your jeans.
60s guy.
I'm literally this far.
yes.
This is my last
Okay.
video.
Just wait.
He's doing the.
He's completely acting in
No,
the wrong
like-
decade.
Okay.
No,
Now,
no, 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 no,
same question, but you have to live in that era. Like you actually have to teleport.
No, today,
Oh,
today,
time travel to that, dude. I'd still choose the 80s.
No, I have very good reason why this question is
1776.
stupid. It's because
1885.
when people are like, "Oh, I was born in the wrong decade," or "Oh, I would time travel and live in this decade." No, you weren't. No, you shouldn't. At least you
No.
shouldn't.
You didn't win
Because-
the race.
Let me
Okay.
finish. Let me finish my point. It's because you back in like say, "Oh, I would do so much better in the 60s." In the 60s, you can't wear your vintage jeans from the 70s, and you can't use your car from the 80s, and you can't do this and this, and you would probably die much sooner because of very like health and medicine, which is technology. It is technology. It's not like this kind of tech, like electronics and
I
stuff.
still stand, bro. Drop me in like 44,000 BC.
I'm not saying. I'm not
That-
saying
this is
you
not
wouldn't
where I was
thrive.
going
I'll
with
be a
it. I was,
fucking caveman.
I'm not saying you wouldn't thrive. I'm just saying it's stupid.
I want to
I
go
would
back
just-
so far I'll become a monkey.
like, I would just say, like,
Jonah, I was born in the wrong era. Put me in 1776.
bah, 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 no, like,
One
I'm
second.
Germ
Segue.
theory wasn't inst-
No, I'm
inst-
saying-
guys,
I'm saying,
guys.
I low-key wish
Quiet
I was.
coyote.
No, like, my thing is,
Fuck up.
AJ, for the
my
record,
thing is, I'm saying, like, people, some of us, like, I know, Tyler, you have like time limits on your stuff now because you want to be less on your phone. It's like, man, sometimes I'm like, man, if I really wanted to, I feel like I could like get rid of this and use like other technology.
I get
for,
what
like,
you're
a
saying,
week.
but I think the problem is a lot of people like wish they were born in a different generation. But
I do-
it's
that
it's
is
a
true.
lot of, man, I wish I had the limitations sometimes of this generation
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
right now I get the whole feeling, you know, the world feels easy. You know what I mean? We have more access to our
We're in
information.
creative mode.
Essentially, like but it's also, we live in such a troubling time because of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, dude, I've heard so many people say, like, for instance, my grandfather once said, man, if I could go back to the 80s and stay in the 80s, I freaking would. There was a lot that was going wrong in the 80s. And he goes,
Mhm.
dude,
Yeah.
the 60s were better than today.
Yeah.
And because, like, yeah, there was a lot of, you know, civil rights movements. There was a lot of protests and stuff going on. There's war.
Political
There was a
stuff.
Cold War going on where people just genuinely thought they would die at any moment because of the world leaders.
Mhm.
He goes, well, that's still better than today because hell, there's so much technology. I don't know what to keep up with. It's
Yeah.
it's you don't wish you could be in that generation. You just kind of wish you could
had the
live the
limitation.
experience
Yeah.
of that generation.
So AJ, to finish up my thought on this, I think your question was the least stupid of that kind that I had ever heard. So
Thank you.
And Ben, you're not allowed to say 1776 again, so shut up.
I was gonna make a joke, but Tyler.
1738.
I was gonna make
Because-
a joke, but Tyler took that in a funny, or not in a funny way, in a serious way. But I'm still gonna make the joke. You would know where there was no phones, and the only way you could get messages was horse.
Pigeons.
76.
Okay, good. I thought
No,
he was
no,
gonna
no.
scream.
No,
No.
so like, I bring this up.
Can you turn me down a little bit?
yeah, I'll turn
I
you
bring
down.
this up because the question was like worshiping and idealization and all that stuff. Like
Forgot that's how it
idolize,
started.
like idolizing like
I forgot this went
idols.
from a Bible study
Yeah,
conversation.
idols with like your phone and idols and like the internet and stuff. It's like, and like, yes, the internet is a great thing. I'm not saying the internet is bad. The internet's a great thing because you have all knowledge at your fingertips. But internet, it's how people use the internet is bad.
You know, the only thing that you can idolize on your phone is a Toy Talk podcast. No, I'm just joking. I'm just
Ooh,
joking. I'm just
Guys,
joking.
if there was no internet,
How
you
would
would
we
not.
like
I was
the boy
just
throb?
about to get there. I was just about to get there. Actually,
Boy
I have a boy
throb.
throb in Shadow Baddies update.
Give us the update.
What's the
No, this
update?
is most
So
more
as-
important.
This is
you
more important
guys-
than the tortoise news. I still have no update on
Do
that.
not disrespect.
Do not
the
disrespect
fucking
the tortoise news.
guys, Darshan actually dances.
I know it's from Christmas,
Oh my-
dickhead. All right, we're moving on.
My head is
So, guys, as you know, last week we talked a lot about now our new favorite boy band, Boy Throb. But also, it's controversial because we also have a lot of love and respect for their other adversaries and
Speak for
nemesis.
yourself.
Nemesi. the Shadow Baddies.
Dun dun dun.
Because guys, the Shadow Baddies have released their first ever single.
I'm a Shadow
I
Baddie
think
hater.
I think I mostly like played this and talked about it already, but I'm gonna play a snippet, just 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds, because that's the law.
Oh, hold on.
They have a good beat behind it. I'll give them that.
I love the
They do have a
synth.
really good beat.
The auto tune is
I love the
crazy.
synth.
Yeah, I remember you were playing it for me, and it's like super modulated auto
Okay, I'm
tune.
gonna skip forward a little bit.
I love the synth.
Okay, it's called
Do they say
Secret.
something about Darshan in there?
I don't think so. It's called Secret by the Shadow Baddies. Go listen to it. I mean, it's a good song. Once again, it's not quite our genre, but we love it.
It's
Now,
not
here's the
quite,
question.
It's not
Here's the
quite
question.
Boy Throb.
Now here's the question:
What?
Who's going to get on the Toilet Talk podcast first? Boy Throb or the Shadow?
Boy
Baddies?
Throb.
I have not been able to find the Shadow Baddies business email.
Dang it! Crap.
We shouldn't just say that we have Boythorpe's business email. We shouldn't just say that, but
We're not implying that. We may or may not have it.
Yeah.
Definitely don't.
Who said
have
we
it.
have it?
so here's the thing. We after Tyler brought up Boythrob last week and then the Shadow Baddies, it brought that all up
we
last
mentioned
week.
it on the podcast.
Yeah, we mentioned it on the podcast, and then we just kept talking about it after we were tearing down the podcast. Tyler said he found Boythrob's
I found
business email.
their managerial business email. Of course,
So-
it's public. It's
Yeah.
not
Yes,
private. They
public
have it
information.
available to everyone.
So we genuinely thought, let's actually reach out to them, to
Get
their business email,
Darshan.
and see if they want to call us, and like we can
But-
have them guests on the
And,
podcast.
and if they're listening to this right now, I mean, guys, we really want you on the podcast. We kind of we're jokingly like really good fans, but like low key, you guys
We're
are actually.
memeing, but it
you
would be
guys
awesome.
You guys are fucking killing it.
Yeah, that's true.
This is just for the Shadow Baddies and the Boy Throb.
Yeah,
both of you,
and-
because I love both you. You guys' vibes are immaculate. Like, dude, I'd love to have you as the producer of this show. I'd love to have you on this show because this is gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it would also help you get more views to get Darshan.
Get
to the
Darshan
US.
to the United States.
We are very committed to trying to help
We
you.
want Darshan.
We want
coming.
Darshan to come to
Darshan.
America.
We want
yeah.
Darshan to dance with you.
Because guys, we
Earn that
Boy
grade.
Throb. Listen, Shadow Baddies. You guys don't have
Come
a
to Ball
signature.
State Emmons Auditorium.
You guys don't have a signature dance move quite yet. You guys are still working on that. You're growing. Boy Throb, though. Listen up, fellas. Okay, Evan, Zach, Anthony, Darshan, listen. We perfected your heart motion thing, whatever you call it. You
That's
guys-
how big
you
a
guys
fan
signature
Heart
heart.
hands, the heart hands.
We copied it. We got it down. We were willing to do a TikTok promotional video with you.
Oh,
They had one with Baby No Money in it.
They did.
Dude,
they
did.
That was fire. That was a fire collab.
You guys are fucking killing it. We love you, Boy Throb, and the Shadow Baddies.
So
But more Boy Throb.
Boy Throb.
We were
I'm a
very
throbber
excited
at
about-
heart. Everyone
We
knows
would-
Tyler's a baddie. God damn.
So legitimately, we would love to have Boythrob or the Shadow Baddies call us and like we
Dude, what if
talk
we
to
got
you.
Striper on here?
Yeah, because no, if anyone's listening and they think they're an interesting or you guys know anyone interesting, leave a comment below on any of the platforms. Leave
Or,
a
like,
message.
DM
We can
us.
or
That's
DM us
probably
on any of our
best way.
socials. We can see you. Or if you're listening and you guys think you're an interesting person, a candidate to be on the podcast, this is the season of guests we're working on. Okay, give us a minute.
It's in
Give
progress.
us a little
I have an
bit.
update for after the podcast is over, but it's kind of
Alright,
it's
perfect.
in that vein. You know what I'm
Perfect.
talking about.
I hope so. I don't remember.
If
I'll tell you.
you want to send us fan mail or other things, you
but
can
no,
you can direct that
there's-
to Jonah McKnight at lastcoreproductions.com.
No. If you want to contact us, it's almost like there's this handy thing in the description. It says, email us at contact@lastcoreproductions.com. It's down there in the description.
Speaking
on
of
all
emails,
our things. And
So I'm designing like our business cards right now, just in my free time.
Uh-huh.
And so for all your business cards, I'm not putting like the actual like first name dot last name that is your email. I'm putting literally your first name at Last Car Productions. It's Tyler at lastcarproductions.com. It's Ben at lastcarproductions.com.
So
it's AJ at
cool.
lastcarproductions.com.
of course, we also have the more official, like full email as well. But that's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
alias.
If you want to get a hold of us, email us at contact@lastcarproductions.com or
yeah,
any
we're
of those.
always willing to like talk and
When-
like I don't want to say negotiate. I almost said negotiate. Talk and like kind of chit chat with you guys because You guys are listening to us, and for some reason,
Or
you
if
guys
you know
for
us-
some reason
Thank
listen
you.
to us.
Thank
Or if you know us
for this.
personally, just like talk to us. I guess you don't need to email us. That'd be really funny.
But if you do personally know us, promote us. You have
No,
the power.
no.
Well, technically, I did promote us in our class today.
He did.
Yeah, no.
We-
all we ask of you guys is if you guys like us, just click follow or click subscribe
Yeah,
or click
there you go.
like follow or anything like
Give us
that.
5
It
stars.
really-
that's
Because
fine.
honestly,
It
that
really
that-
helps our egos.
it mostly Ben's, but
Mostly bad.
we just take pride in knowing that you guys enjoy listening to the podcast. I mean, we know there's a few, but yeah. All right, moving on to this. Jonah, I know we had some good conversations the other night.
We did last night, and I wrote those ideas down. But I think we need to get back to that right after a bathroom break. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, I gotta go.
Whoa.
Well, that was a great Bears game. We're in the playoffs, and we just beat the Packers in the playoffs, so that's freaking cool. If you want to hear me talk about more about the Bears and all that stuff, and me rant about the Packers, because boy, the Packers. Go listen to me at DA Superfan Network on YouTube. Can you keep it down out there? But yeah, I'm trying to take a piss here. So thank you so much for come on by, listen to me rant and stuff, listen to some of the info that I got and the stats and all that stuff. So it's really fun. Come by, and we're gonna go right back to the episode. Adios.
Guys, we just had
No, we
Damn,
did
please
not.
say it
Shut
picked up
up.
him saying this him saying that line right before. Did you start recording?
no
Womp,
After?
womp.
after.
Okay.
Ha,
Then I won't repeat it.
womp, womp.
Anyways,
Guys, I want some fucking nachos, man.
Nachos.
we
Because it's nacho cheese.
we were putting on
Sorry.
music and they played Coconut Mall, Mario Kart Wii, and so we legitimately just ran around our apartment, and it made us realize how out of shape we are. So that's what we're feeling.
We're all morbidly obese.
Imagine we were, and then we tried to fit in here. It wouldn't work. I know that much.
Damn, this must be a. I don't know. I'm not gonna make that joke.
But let's.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah,
reels
let's
have you
not.
sent in the last 3 minutes?
One in the last 3
Oh, okay.
minutes.
I just haven't opened any of them, so it displays all of them.
That's your fault.
Because I'm not always on Instagram.
All right. Anyways, let's have a Radiance update. How's it
Radiance
going?
update?
Radiance update.
So, Tyler and Ben and I are doing a project at Ball State called Radiant Cinema. It's a ton of fun. We are very excited for it. It's Hollywood level production.
But Jonah, is it fun? Because you seem to be stressing out.
I am very stressed. So my job as an assistant director, one of my jobs is to manage scheduling. And so I had to send out availability. I had to get the crew's availability for the entire production. And a lot of crew are unavailable.
Yeah, it's kind of
Womp
awkward
womp.
on a fucking production set.
Yeah. So I'm very frustrated personally, and I think this is the perfect place to share my personal opinions on the matter, which is people should be fucking available.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially if you know you're signing up for something.
After
Yes.
Jonah talks about his availability, I'll say something about mine.
Yeah.
too.
So we are each of our films gets 3 weekends, 3 weeks, Wednesday to Friday, as our regular principal photography shooting time. Which that's not a lot, but that's also, it works. It's gonna be fine. Except that a lot of our crew, has marked themselves as unavailable for like entire Saturdays or entire Sundays.
Yeah, like
And-
a whole fucking day. When that's like we're expected to record like 8 to 10 hour days.
Yeah.
We
Tyler
can only do a max of 10 hours a day, and that's only possible on Saturdays and Sundays. On Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we can only do 4-hour days.
Yeah.
So Tyler and Jonah are obviously on the same film, and I'm not. So I have a little bit different than what they experience. But I am the first assistant camera, right?
Mhm.
I work very closely with the DP and then the second AC, right? The second AC, we're filming on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every weekend of
Your
our shoot
block,
period.
your production block.
The second AC said he's not available for any single day we're shooting. I looked.
Oof.
Every single day he's marked unavailable.
Dude, he's not gonna get the credit.
No.
No.
Like so
So
like at that point it's
I'm at the point personally
just frustrating.
where I want to guilt trip all of the crew into being there anyways. And that's just how I personally feel, because I'm making personal sacrifices in my schedule. We've talked about it privately,
Yeah.
but like I'm missing out on a family reunion, and I'm missing out on going to a Blue Man Group concert with my family, which I'm really I was really excited about until I realized that I was probably not going to be able to go.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that because I'm doing this thing that's going to help me in my career in the long term. Radiance will.
You got to make, if you signed up for this class knowing that for a month straight of this semester, you would have to make a time commitment to being on set and doing a job.
Like, this isn't just a class that we registered for. We had to put in applications. We had to prove ourselves for the editor role, which I did. I did sign up for, but I didn't actually do the full application for. You had to submit an editing reel and then essentially prove yourself.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have gotten editor anyways, but it would.
Sorry, I don't even feel like I would get editor.
It depends.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work that we did before we even like put this on our class schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. My frustration comes from, I feel like people aren't taking this that seriously, and it's not that serious, but it is sort of that serious.
Like,
it is.
It's
very
serious enough that you have to put effort.
Yes.
Well, it's because we're attaching our names to this.
Yeah.
That's what some people don't realize. But this is getting aired in front of like a group of people that like it's getting aired at Heartland.
It's
Indie Film Fest. It's going to a
Indie Film
film festival
in front of critics,
and
our peers in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And our names are obviously in the credit. And if it's bad, people will see.
And also, this is preparing us for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
for the rest of our careers. If you just like build the habit of being unavailable and being I guess a jerk on set or whatever's going on, you're going to get blacklisted.
You will
you're going to get blacklisted
rehired.
in the industry, and you're not going to get hired.
They will make sure that you don't get rehired anywhere else too.
Yep. So
it's a very competitive field.
It is a competitive
and
field.
if you don't commit 100%, you're done pretty much.
Yep. So that's where my frustration is coming from right now.
Yeah, and I get that we're in college, but like
have fun in college, but also like this is we signed up for a serious thing, so let's take it seriously.
That's why in my multicam class, I was making the silence light and making everybody like laugh a bit and conversating with people, because it was the first day that we actually did like the actual like production stuff. So people had some people had no idea what they were doing. So to bridge the gap between me actually talking on camera, because I was in the host role today. So from
I know what you're talking about.
In between of being the host and then doing the actual stuff, in between like times of like we're just sitting and waiting and trying to make sure that everything's working, I kind of was like, hey, let's have a conversation about this, or like joking about this or something, and just like making the mood light, but also showing like just being myself and being personality. Even though I had a mic on it, they could probably hear me in the control room being all goofy and whatever.
Oh, they
but
definitely
like,
could.
Yeah, but like my thing is like, people are stressed out. Okay, let me throw in a couple funny jokes and then get back to serious, but like try to get like everyone to like be like, all right, relax, everything's all right. Let's move on. Let's go.
Yeah, that I know we make jokes about like, oh, working with other people sucks, and I know you three make a lot of jokes about how I hate working with other people. But
well, it's
like,
because you do. You sit there depressed. You sit there with such an angry look on your face.
It's also
we had our orientation for Radiance on Saturday, like an all day training pretty much, and we had lunch. And instead of eating lunch like with the people that we're working with on set, ate lunch with the people who have the same crew as the same
The
role
same
as
role,
us
yeah.
on different sets. So I sat with all of the assistant directors. Ben sat with all of the camera people. Tyler sat with all the sound people. And I look over across the room at Ben, and he's just like, he's disassociating so hard he looks depressed.
I also
Damn.
get really bored just sitting around.
That's true.
Like I
I mean, you could have engaged in the conversation.
could have, but I feel like a lot of those people knew each other for a while, and I was just kind of there because they were
Yeah.
talking about stuff they did 3 years ago. I'm like, oh, I don't know any of you guys. So like it was part of that, but also we were just sitting there.
It's part of why I clamored over to talk to Ella about drones, because you guys looked so like bored and uncomfortable. Bro's giggling at his phone.
That's because we also I feel like camera people like to be moving around and doing stuff, and we were all just sitting there. But I know we make jokes about we hate working with other people, but when you're like on an actual film set, you have to do your job or people won't like you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of the tricky part. I mean, like for instance, like all the sound people. I mean, like the sound department's probably like the smallest, like of the groups, that, like the
Mhm.
major groups, like that are on each set. We found a quiet place to eat, and it was awesome. Our icebreaker question with each other was, would you rather have cybernetic legs or arms?
That's a good question.
And then we segued into, is there
Arms.
actually bras in space or not?
There's not. At least not in
Canonically,
Star
there's not.
Wars. Not in Star Wars. Ben, what do you think of that joke? Don't repeat it.
What joke?
The
Oh, the one I'm reading. The one I'm reading right
Tyler
now.
Yeah.
Tyler started laughing, and then he passed the phone to me, and then I passed it to Ben. It's a joke.
It's
It's a Star
Star-
Wars
it's
joke.
a Star
It's a
Wars
Star
little
Wars joke.
comic, but we will not. I'm not gonna read it
No, that's
out loud because it's no.
but that's how we're feeling right now about Radiance. Once we get into actual production time, we're definitely going to be more excited, definitely going to be more energetic, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of the part of it, though.
That's
but-
true. Also, we might talk about Radiance less, and we'll talk about that part.
Well, you
a
might
little
save
bit
it until like the production's done.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But
we'll have stories for sure.
yeah, but speaking of kind of conversations and what's kind of on our minds right now, let's get to some of the conversations we had last night.
Yeah, that was interesting. We were on the
Because
phone.
I called Jonah like to ask him something real quick, and we ended up calling for like an hour.
Yeah, we ended up
What?
talking for a solid like hour or so. Like each phone call was like 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, I had to hang up. I had to
Each
do a
phone
return.
call?
I had to do a return.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Someone walked into the store in the middle.
Yeah, I
I
was
see,
out.
I see, I see.
I was definitely at work.
So we were discussing. We weren't discussing the differences, but we were discussing documentary
the
film,
ideas of a story.
the ideas of a story, and that how that ties into the roles of a documentarian versus a filmmaker.
Because
Okay.
there's a lot of the same principles, but you have to realize a documentary, I would say probably 98% of the time, is about someone else or something else. So it's not inherently your story, but you're telling and showing the story about someone else. So inherently, like we kind of talked about this last season. It was probably honestly one of my favorite conversations on this podcast. I think it was in this bathroom too. We talked about the difference between like a videographer, a cinematographer, and a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And we kind of decided that someone that like writes, makes, and is like a whole part of telling the story as they want it is a cinematographer. No, sorry, a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. But like a documentarian, you know, if you're in documentary filmmaking, you're still a filmmaker because you're telling a story. But does it really count as like kind of like a filmmaker because it's not inherently your story?
Mm.
And that's why there
Oh.
really is no right answer to this. It's just something
Great
that's
question.
like, damn, that's kind of weird to think about.
Yeah.
Great
So
question.
All right, no.
my sort of take on it is, who is directing this story? So let's say it's about a woman who both of her legs were chopped off, and she's a swimmer, but both of her legs were chopped off in a shark attack, and she still goes out and swims. Who's directing that documentary? Is she directing the documentary? Because it's her story. It's the story about her. But who's directing it? Likely a filmmaker,
Yeah.
a documentary
More than
filmmaker
likely
or documentarian.
not her.
And so because she's not directing it, because this other person is directing it, who has ownership of the story, because the story's about her, but who has the ownership of the story? Is it her story or is it the filmmaker's story?
I think it depends on what outlet you go with the story.
Yeah.
Because two people can make a documentary about the same person but have a different outlook on the story
I've
and
been
take it in different
Well,
ways.
I mean, that's very true,
Very
but
true.
it's like the main question is a documentarian like a true like filmmaker? Because the prime aspect, whether you like him or not, Christopher Nolan's a great filmmaker.
Uh-huh.
He is a part of the writing process. He directs his films, and he mostly he films a lot. He's actually like the videographer and like the DP on.
Yeah,
like,
he
a lot of stuff.
actually operates the camera quite a bit.
So that right there is in my opinion, what a true filmmaker is. It's his story, and he's telling it how he wants to every step of the way. And that's a lot of portrayal of, and what I like to call narrative storytelling, because there's a lot of different, you can make anything into a story. There's like there's like nonfiction stories.
You'll never
there's,
run out.
There's documentaries, but there's also like, I like to call them narrative films. It's your typical, like when you think of a movie, it's a narrative film, even if it's like made like based on a real like true event, something like that. But a documentary is different. Is you're taking the exact person and telling their story with them. And essentially how you're doing it is it's almost they're telling the story, but you're filming it and capturing it and posting it and like publishing it.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of documentaries that I watch though and I've seen are very much not they very much like kind of tying the two parts of this conversation together. They very much don't belong to the subject. Like it's not I like watching these sort of scientific journalism documentaries.
See, that's another topipic. It's a whole different
it sort of ties into video essay, but these ones are definitely documentaries in my
Mhm.
opinion. But who in that case, the Korean quote criminal cloner. I'm using quotes because it's a whole thing. South Korea had a big cloning
yes.
uproar
Yes.
in the early 2000s, especially when America canceled that or America like vetoed that.
Yeah.
And so in that case, who does the story belong to? Does the story belong to Huang, the actual scientist who like led this crazy cloning Korea, this crazy cloning that was happening in South Korea at the time? Or does the story belong to the filmmaker who is making the documentary?
Well, it's kind of where it's weird because, like, for instance, the first thing that came to my head is Meerkat Manor.
Yeah.
Because that is a documentary.
Yep.
A lot of people don't think of it as, but it is.
Yeah, it is.
But in my traditional sense of a documentary, I mean, I'm telling like someone else's story, like as like an actual, like my subject is a person that has done something interesting or is an interesting person. And in that sense is where this conversation comes from, because in the sense of, like Meerkat Manor or the one about the cloning, because it's not so much of one person, it's about like a whole problem, but there's also main people in it. That's where different, because then it becomes the filmmaker's story, because you're showing light on something that doesn't actually have a way to physically tell its own story.
I think it also like,
and once again, this is a dumb question. There is no right answer.
there is no right answer to this.
It's a hypothetical question.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical.
Fair.
But I think also like we in this description, we've chosen two topics, two subjects, like narratives and fiction versus documentaries, which are not mutually exclusive in those terms, but we've chosen very broad topics. Documentaries is so broad. Fiction and narratives is
It's
so
insane.
I
broad.
like to go back to the who owns the story with like the documentary. So I had a class. The professor was part of SportsLink. He runs most of the SportsLink, and they were in line with a bunch of other people to meet the fastest man in Wales, and and all these other people are like, "Oh, what's it feel like going to like your third Olympics or whatever?" And the SportsLink people were like, "What?" Like, wanted like a personal story about the guy, like what makes you tick, like, and it went on to like this whole like story or whatever of like the guy almost committing like suicide because like other things and stuff. So if you want a cool documentary to watch, Transatlantic Storytelling, the Sam Gordon story is a pretty good
Gordon
one.
story.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
I watched that.
It's pretty good. But it's like, think about it. SportsLink Ball State College, they have the rights.
Sports broadcasting.
Yes,
program.
like SportsLink owns this story about this guy, and then it blew up, and other people talked about were talking about it, but they got to it first. SportsLink got to it first about the story because they were the I don't know.
They were the first.
They were the
do
first
it.
to talk about this thing, and nobody knew that he was struggling with suicidal thoughts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just they own that story. But if somebody else were to have a story about Sam Gordon but not talk about that, then it's a completely different story.
Okay, so are you broadly saying that this documentary is that the story belongs to Sam Gordon, or are you saying that the story belongs to SportsLink?
I'm saying the story belongs to Sam Gordon, but the way that it's portrayed in the way that it goes is by SportsLink, because if it depends on how you portrayed a story.
Because
I do think that's a very good
you
and
could-
interesting
but to
answer.
build on top of that, I mean, look at documentaries.
You can have a bunch of there's a bunch of documentaries about Michael Jordan, but there's some of them are oh, his great career, and then other people are
his life.
his life. So it's his story still, but people are going at it at a different direction. Some
See,
people
but
talk
th-
about the
but
game.
this
Some
is-
people talk about the
This is where
life.
documentarians kind of are a little bit different than a filmmaker, because a filmmaker, they turn their story, the story that they want to take, into something they want to make.
Mm-hmm.
A documentarian, though, I mean, for instance, there was this one documentary I've seen. It's called Red Dog. It's a great documentary.
I think I've heard of this.
Be advised when you watch it, it's about a strip club, so you're gonna see some female anatomy. I'll leave it at that. But so be careful, be advised. It's a great documentary. Highly advise it. Watch it, but take some notes. You're gonna see some content. But the documentary is about the son of a stripper, and how his life experience. I mean, he's a celebrity. I think he's an artist, like a music artist. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it's about his story and how he grew up experiencing the life of a mother who was a stripper and a dad who was a deadbeat, and how it shaped him to be the person who he is. Kind of the stories of his young childhood, and it's a really good documentary. But you can kind of tell that. I mean, I do it whenever I make a mini doc or a small doc or something like that. You kind of take whatever interview you want, you ask them specific questions, you take specific shots, stories,
Mm-hmm.
and then you kind of turn it into how you want to show it.
Yeah.
But you're telling their story through your mouth, basically.
Yeah.
It's like reading a biography. It's kind of you kind of go on to read about this, and let's say you're reading a biography and you tell your friend about it. You might shorten some things, you might change some things, because sometimes you forget. Sometimes you want to show some emphasis on this person's life, so you kind of skip a detail and you kind of emphasize this. So it's kind of like a twisted events of reality, because their story somehow slowly becomes a morph of your own. So you're telling someone else's story through
But
your
it's
lens.
also
So
it's your
that's
lens.
see what I mean though, is a documentary and a filmmaker, they're the same thing, but they're not the same thing.
You see, when we made our 60 sec docs for 332, I did mine over yours. Who would you consider owns that, me or you? Because I made and produced it, but it was a story over you.
Yeah, and then that's kind of the weird thing, because you told my story with your lens.
But
So
yeah.
in that sense, I would think it's my story, because you kept it real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you wanted to make it sound like I was born from nothing, I had a terrible life, and you kind of switch the interviewer, you ask certain questions to kind of lean towards that, then it becomes my story that you're telling. So you have control of my story.
It's a super
It's a weird
gray.
thing.
It's a great.
Oh, it's so great.
It's a gray
and like we
area.
were saying before, there's
there's
no
right
right answer.
Yeah.
Because either way, you're still telling a story. It's just a matter of, is it yours or is it someone else's?
Well, I think it's really interesting because you keep saying documentarian, and we're sort of going back and forth between documentarian and filmmaker. I think a documentarian, in my mind, a documentarian is something very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who documents, meaning your next.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm holding my finger up.
Yeah, we've been silently. You're two. We've been silently cueing with our fingers. It's really funny. I think a documentarian is the person who just kind of stands there and captures the scene.
Would you
in my mind.
Would you consider a vlogger a documentarian?
Yes, I would.
That was my question. That was
To
what
an
mine was.
extent.
To an extent. I think that's a
They're
good.
documentary.
They are
documenting
documenting something,
Mhm.
but they are also often manufacturing a story. I think that ties more into the documentary filmmaker side, or the documentary director side, the person who's actually trying to tell the story rather than just capture the story.
I wrote a whole paper over that
Exact topic. Yes.
because a
Can you send that to
documentary,
me? I'd love to read that.
if I can find it.
Okay.
A documentary is such a loose term because it's like genre. You know what I mean? Like oh, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you listen to rock. What fucking type of rock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what type of rock?
Are you
type
talking
of
about
documentary
glam
is
metal?
it?
Or are you talking
Yeah,
about
exactly.
thrash metal? Or are you
so
talking
many
about pop
genres.
rock?
It's something that like it's such a blanket term that it doesn't make any sense. It's a documentary can be a film,
Yeah.
or it can be like a BTS, like behind the scenes. That's documenting.
Oh,
AJ,
okay.
you're next.
No, kind of back to that Sam Gordon thing. I think, like you say, like, oh, you can ask a certain questions and stuff, but sometimes it's better if you ask a question, they give you an answer, and you go, "What do you mean by that?" Or "What did you just say?" Or this, and kind of just like let them like flow and make it go their own way. With like, even though like your question was a basic question, like what is like one of the questions they asked Sam Gordon was like, what's the hardest moment of like your life? And he's like, living in like a rough area and stuff, and all like having it's like I shouldn't even be alive, and they're like, what did you say? And it's like I shouldn't be alive, and then went on to like this whole thing, and they're just sitting there like amazed, like this guy is telling this story. He told him don't put it in, and then he was like gave the Chris Taylor, which is the professor's name, gave him a cut of with it in it, and he's like, yeah, put it in.
Yeah,
like
tell
do
that
that.
story.
Tell that
But
story.
then that kind of quote also brings like journalism into it.
Mhm.
It's a weird
Yes.
fucking annoying
Oh, it's
question.
weird
really
thing.
interesting.
It's
Yeah.
a weird thing.
It's such a stupid question. It's like, does 2 + 2 actually equal 4 in the long sense? I mean, it's one of those like, what is infinity? It's one of those long questions. And if you start talking about math, I swear to God.
No, I'm not talking about math. But like one of the like good things about if you're gonna do like a documentary, one of the best things that you can do is be friends with the person that you're interviewing.
Yeah, that's the first thing you do.
The
Off
guy,
camera, you talk
like
to
Chris like the guy Chris Taylor, he was invited to the guy's wedding. He couldn't make it because he's all the way in Wales, and Chris Taylor's he's at Ball State, Indiana, and Ball State, Muncie, and all that. Ball State,
Ball State, Indiana.
Ball State, Indiana.
Ball
The
State
Harvard
town.
and Muncie. Yeah, Ball State, college town. But like, it's like he talked to his dad, talked to his mom, like had dinner with them. Like one of the main like first things you try to do is be friends with the person and
personal
have personal
relationships,
relations,
yeah.
so they can get more comfortable with like certain questions that you ask, and then being like comfortable. But then you're like, oh, I'm willing to tell you this because like you have my best interest in making this documentary about me. Like you have my best interest in it.
Now, what if you do a documentary over 2 people?
I think that.
What do you mean by
I think
that?
it's. I think that doesn't really affect it.
Like if it's
Because-
over like 2
Okay, so
ping pong team players.
I
I don't know.
I
I think
think-
it just stays the same.
I think it kind of stays the same as if it's about a specific person. I think the difference in like sort of what the subject of your documentary is if you're talking about like a broad subject. I saw this documentary
Talk
a
about
little
Marty
bit ago.
Supreme.
I saw this documentary a little bit ago that was about the people that grow the actual coca leaves in cocaine that or in cocaine in Colombia
Cocaine bear.
where all of the like a majority of the cocaine is manufactured and comes from to America and Europe. And okay, who is the subject there? Is it this farmer on one of these coca plantations? Is it the gangs who actually smuggle everything? Is it the man who manufactures it into the powder? Or is it just the system and the issue overall that's the subject? I think that's kind of where you get a distinction between it being about a person and it being about a subject, a topic.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to say a problem, even though cocaine is a problem. But a lot of these documentaries are not as serious and not as hypothetically deadly, I'll say, as this cocaine one.
If you guys have an answer, write us an essay and email it to us
Yeah,
at Last
if you were able to keep track of this conversation, 1, mad respects. 2, If you want, share your opinion in the comments on the podcast or on the YouTube or the Spotify. I don't know if Apple Podcasts has comments.
I think they have maybe, I don't know, write a 3-page paper and send it to us. Contact at Last Card
We
Productions.
will grade you.
We will grade you live on the podcast.
We will critique you as well.
And if you pique my interest, we'll get you on.
Yeah.
This is your audition.
This is
to
like
be on
what is
the
this, a
Total Talk
raffle?
podcast.
It's
You,
a con-
you have to
it's a-
write I want your cover letter and your resume attached.
So speaking of getting guests on the podcast, I think this next week we're gonna like text a few of our friends and the people that we want to get on, see their availability, see if when we can get them on to chat with us. Have a great time in this season of guests, season 2. We're so excited to be back. Like we said, this was episode 2. In the tub, we've got Tyler Ritchie
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
and we have Ben Keaton.
I'm still sitting next to Tyler for the first time on the tub.
And in the vanity chair, we have AJ Neihart.
Hawks are playing soon. Ladies, call me.
He's calling himself out. And myself, I'm your host, Jonah McKnight. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Total Talk podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Hey guys, it's Jonah. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Toilet Talk podcast. If you want to keep up with us, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, all at Last Card Productions. And if you haven't already, follow the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. See you next time. Toilet Talk is made by Last Card Productions.